I spent a lot of years riding bucking horses and traveling across the nation, going back to high school, and that's what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be, and it gave me the ability to go to college, go to multiple colleges. Also, I was able to, because I was rodeoing and winning enough and living very frugal, I was able to get a master's degree here from ASU and continue to rodeo every summer and mitigate, tuition and stuff. A bachelor's in history and psych and an English minor, and then from ASU, and I have a master's in counseling psychology. But I wasn't a non-traditional student, but I also wasn't the traditional student. For a long time, rodeo took precedence over classwork, so I probably wasn't the teacher's most standout student, to say the least, but it did afford me to take everything from, classes in those fields to anthropology to just everything under the sun. Sometimes, again, maybe not the best way to do it, but I'd be like, that sounds interesting, that sounds good, ooh, I'll take that. Time and stuff starts to become a factor, and just, I'm not crippled up now, do I want to take that chance, so to speak, and I started working in the mental health field and realized, I don't know if that's a perfect fit for me. The more I did it, the more I was like, I might be good at this, but that doesn't mean just because you're good at something doesn't mean that's where you should spend your life. And I started trying to grow my own cow herd and work for different people. While I was doing that and kind of half starving, I would watch news and pay attention more to the political landscape of our country, and I would reflect on what representatives and elected officials were saying about each other and about us, and I was like, that doesn't match any of the people I met across all parts of this nation. Like, how can I walk into somewhere in Massachusetts dressed like this, an oddball to them, and still get a warm welcome at a restaurant, and people come up and visit with me and in Walmart or like a checkout line, kids want to talk to me and stuff, and I'm like, and yet some of the most hateful things I hear come from elected officials. Where's that disconnect? And the more I would reflect, the more I was like, well, that doesn't represent anyone I know, much less the people here in West Texas. So I started looking into it and investigating it, and found out, it's just some things you start filling out and sending off to the government. You can run for the House of Representatives, so kind of a why not attitude, why not? And that led me down, first step, second step, and now I'm here trying to meet with people and just learn more about their views on what's happening in our nation and less about what I think is happening in the nation. It's kind of funny. Maybe this is the wrong philosophy, maybe it's not. I believe the only issue in this nation is our representatives truly representing our constitutional will. That is their job description. That is the only thing they're supposed to be worried about. Realistically, there are Democrats elected and there are Republicans elected. I get that they're going to worry about party politics. That's not their job, though. Their job is to solely, undeniably worry about what we want as a collective in whatever district they're elected in. So that's the only issue truly I can say out there is I will 100% vehemently reflect the will of District 11. Personally, I do have certain beliefs about things, but I believe that in our district, 700,000 people, my belief system comes secondary to the belief system of every person in this district. That you can't represent your people if you prioritize your view because now you're putting your bias ahead of the constitutional right of your constituents. So, to me, that is the only issue. One of the things I do personally want to implement is all elected officials at this day and age have websites or contacts, or I don't know if they have apps, but they do have websites. I can't do it, but I know I can hire somebody to do it, to create a website, app, whatever program that's user-friendly in the age of the smartphone, the tablet, the computer, that if I can talk face-to-face to somebody in China or Australia, how do I not know if my opinion was logged? Like if the representative really took this into account, that every issue would be broke out in this website, and every contact, whether it was for or against, whether it's a letter, a phone call, an email, would all be in charts and graphs. It would be percentage-wise. It would have the actual numbers. So, because that's one thing in statistics you learn, percentages can be thrown off. If 10 people contact your office and you say 90% of people want me to vote, that's 9 out of 10 people. Like, come on, that's a toothpaste commercial. That's not really representing the people. So it would be broke down where it's easy, it's there 24/7, it's transparent, and also have my voting record along with all this. Or am I doing what the people are telling me to do? Because it's not the idea behind representation is not, we elected you, now go do what you want to do. Go, you won the race, go be you. No, it's you reflect us. You do what we tell you to. That, am I truly doing what I said I was going to do, which is reflect the collective will of District 11? Because when it comes to it, my hands are tied under that process. It's not what Wacey wants, it's what we, the people of District 11, want. Do you want more of the same, or something that will look for the similarities in all of us? The solutions, no matter where they come from, and the idea that we're more alike than different.